damage from there.
And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. George against Nurkic. George passes to Kessler. Count the basket.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
George against Booker. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
George against Booker. Outside, Markkanen. Clarkson on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Clarkson's got his second basket of the game.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
No good from Booker. Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And a little extra at stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you much room for error.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. You have the camera on you. Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Oh, that's nice.
Checked in for the Sonics. Monte Morris comes in for Beal. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Kevin Durant.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Morris against Clarkson. Shot on the wing. That one doesn't drop.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The score now all even. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Pass to Markkanen. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. And the wide-open shot from Morris. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George with the ball. Still yet to score. Markkanen from outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the 3 on the other end.
And unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
Free throw good, Booker.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Mills looking it over. Pass to Sensabaugh. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul.
Utah shooting their first free throws of this game. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Phoenix now. Morris dishes to KD. Over Collins. The shot by KD. No good. And it's Mills with the ball for the Jazz. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Booker the pass to Durant, and finished off by KD.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Pass to Mills from the arc. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. For 3, Durant. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle, here's George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Baskets coming early and often in the first quarter. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
John Collins is out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. And it's Juzang in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Beal deciding where to go with it. Top of the key. Eubanks grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Mills. There's a screen. Goes back up. Just 4 to shoot. That one good for 2. Mills has got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The shot's good.
And selfless play by Beal, using that pick and roll action to create for a teammate.
Now here's Mills, covered by Morris. Here's Eubanks, and too long on the shot. Suns trail by 6, and Beal kicks to Morris. Pass to Bull. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here's Mills. Eubanks up top. Outside Collins. Drills it from outside. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, when you're not right up on Collins, he senses that, and he can make you pay off the catch.
Beal, the pass to Morris. Pulls up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
Timeout.
Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in a drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Phoenix also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Dunn, and it's Booker in for Morris. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
What a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
And Booker kicks to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Second chance shot. Rebound, Utah.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Clarkson scans the floor and is able to see the widest opening they have.
Suns trail by 11. Booker the pass to Beal. A 3-ball. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left, and the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Johns, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Collins checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Clarkson is screen on Beal. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Here's Plumlee. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Suns trail by 6. Beal from long range. Hendricks pulls it in.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Kessler is screen on Booker. Hendricks, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Three-pointer, Markkanen, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bol dishes to Beal. Off with the layup.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Hendricks, good.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Suns trail by 10. Plumlee with the screen, and Booker kicks to Beal. Shoots over Markkanen, and there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Kessler. Markkanen from outside. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Utah, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I mean, we all got to get in there and rebound.
You can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
I think for the Jazz, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Suns.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Jones is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Hendricks passes to Clarkson. Markkanen from outside. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Markkanen's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Kessler. Now here's Markkanen from downtown. Not going to go that time.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Morris. Finished off the break. Morris has got 7 points in the game. Utah leading by 6. George double teamed, and Will Hardy is called timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Suns #1.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're #1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 6, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
Durant inside. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Attention, everybody. Here comes your Utah Jazz Hype Squad. Let's hear some noise for them. Attention, fans. On the court now, your Hype Squad. Get up and let them hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
He's checked in for Okogie. Beal comes in for Morris, and it's Booker in for Jones. Here's Booker. Strong Strong finish inside from Booker. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clarkson kicks to George. From about 19 feet. Rebound by Nurkic. Suns trail by 8. Here's Beal. Can't connect from short range. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Jazz have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Just so many things Markkanen can do to help your team on both sides.
George passes to Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler setting the pick for Clarkson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for George. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Outside, Markkanen. Kessler screen on Durant. Markkanen kicks to George. 5 on the clock. Over Booker. Good D by Booker.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Jazz leading by 10. And here we go. Markkanen dishes to Clarkson. Hendricks passes to Clarkson. A second chance effort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Jordan Clarkson can be so crafty, able to navigate the foul and get his shot to go.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Jazz making a change here. Mills is checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Donnie's checked in for Bull. Clarkson, no good on the free throw.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
Pass to Nurkic. For 3, Durant. There's the triple from Durant.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Suns making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. The story from beyond the arc, here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. 4th, Kevin Durant.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. And it's sent back by KD.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a quick look at the numbers for Kevin Durant. And ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Williams, he's checked in for Mikhailuk. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Collins against KD. Back to Booker. Inside. No good from Durant.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Bounce pass Mills. Collins with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh has got 7 points in the game.
He's a good passer. I think that gets lost in Collins' ability to score the ball.
Drills the three-pointer.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And Mills kicks to Williams. Poked away and stolen by Booker. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Another shot. Plumlee, no luck. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul. Checking in for the Jazz, number 19.
And here's Mills. 7 points in the game. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go block a shot. Go get the board.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You've got Drew Eubanks. Mills out there with John Collins. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Mills can't hit. Suns trail by 15. For 3, Booker, book it! Devin for 3.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent 3-point shooter.
Mills lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Morris kicks to Booker. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Mills. From past the arc. Sensabaugh, no good. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Pass to Mills. And it's off from 3-point range. Suns trail by 14. O'Neal from long range. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Mills. Eubanks. Here's Mikhailuk. Launches it. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
It's time for next step. If you see yourself
For the Jazz, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Eubanks. Markkanen comes in for Mikhailuk. And it's Keontae George in for Patty Mills. Phoenix also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Bol Bol. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Booker. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Yep, that one goes in there. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And that one's good, George.
An efficient finisher inside. George makes the most of the close-range opportunity.
Lets it go from the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The Jazz making a switch here. George passes to Hendricks. George against Morris. Clarkson with the screen for George. Over Morris. Beal pulls it in.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Morris.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by George. O'Neal passes to Nurkic. The tray. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Markkanen. George with no one around. And it's George again missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Clarkson finds Kessler. Markkanen down low. O'Neal's there.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Markkanen, attacking the defense and forcing them to react.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Pass to Beal. And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by George. Jazz leading by 3. To the paint. Money!
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
And here's Booker from the arc. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
check out George showing up in the big moment, showing how ready he is to be that guy.
It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Markkanen down low, guarded by O'Neal.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George looking around. Back to Markkanen. Right at the free throw line. Oh, off target. And they go to the intentional foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, KD. Huge night for you offensively. What was the mentality?
I put on the gas. I'm trying to get the money, trying to score, especially when we're down that many points and we can't generate enough offense that fast. I'm trying to get to it. So tonight, it was no different. I felt the energy was down, so I tried to do something to help my team out on the offensive side of the ball and defense. And, I can't say enough about the rest of the guys that get this W.
And they followed your lead to that W, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.